Not since the American Civil War has American corporations been so dependent on slave labor, and it's time to make them stop. China controls so much of the American marketplace with so much made in China, and so much of it is made with slave labor. We've seen the internment camps. BBC has covered the internment camps. CNN and American media outlets have done it as well. And yet Disney, Nike, Apple, and so many major American corporations continue to do business in China. And the profits we send to China are funding the military that wants to take over the world from us and to become the dominant superpower on the planet. A superpower that does not allow free expression, that does not allow the right to keep and bear arms, that does not allow you and me as people of faith to practice our faith. Throughout China, they tear down churches and they round up pastors and they kill them, they disappear them, or they send them to re-education camps. In the Uyghur provinces, they round them up and separate mothers and fathers from children to teach the children to hate their parents and hate their values and hate their religion. Never have we lived at a time in the 20th and 21st century where we have to be conscious of the fact that the products we use may be coming from people who are making them against their will. Since the American Civil War, Americans have not had to think about these things, and yet now, as China grows and uses its people to feed the American commerce system, these are things we have to think about. We have a moral obligation. We've gone from never again after World War II to, but it costs not so much. Now is the time for American consumers to start telling Apple, you may need to rethink this. There are plenty of other companies or countries on the planet where you could make these. Disney makes their movies in China. The Chinese won't even show them in the Chinese box office, but Disney itself wants to make cheap movies in China because they want the profits from China. They're willing to turn a blind eye. They made the movie Mulan in the same area of China that has the concentration camps where they round up the Uyghurs. Nike lectures Americans on American civic values and civil rights, and yet Nike makes tons of money out of China. The NBA lectures us on our social duties and social justice and turns a complete blind eye to the Chinese, killing their dissidents, rounding people up, silencing them, tearing down monuments and churches. How dare Nike lecture us about our society? ESPN commentators say, well, we can't lecture China on anything because look at the United States. Yes, look at the United States. People are crossing our southern border illegally to get here for a better life. No one's doing that in China. People try to flee China and the Chinese kill them. You can lecture China about what China's doing, and if you don't, you've lost your moral authority to say anything about anything in this country. It's time to stand up. Now, what can you do about it? Individually, sometimes it's very hard. A lot of our goods we can't even buy except from China. But you can encourage the American Congress to start looking at ways to penalize companies for not diversifying their supply chain. At some point, we will not want to be doing business out of China. We will want to be steering as far away from China as possible. It's time to encourage American corporations to look elsewhere, whether Brazil, India, or other countries that could be manufacturing the same goods they're manufacturing. It's time to take back our money, it's time to take back our security, and it's time to define ourselves by the values we hold dear.